You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work. You had me suicidal, suicidal when you say it's over.
My name is Brandy, and I'm a junior. And one interesting thing about me is that I believe ice cream should be its own food group. And the reason I joined Alpha Gam is because I saw the opportunity for a really amazing community here on campus, a community of women who would empower each other and really empower and impact our university. And I couldn't pass up the opportunity to be a part of something that incredible. My favorite line of the purpose is to hold truth inviolable, sincerity essential, and kindness invaluable, because I think that those are three traits that are just really important in order to make you someone who can get along with others and someone who can be a part of a community and support other people. And if you're not sincere especially, then I don't know, they all kind of work together. Without sincerity, you're not really being truthful to who you are, so I think those are important. I really tried to expand my sincerity. Like, when I see one of my sisters and I ask her how she's doing, I don't want to hear good. I want to hear at least a full sentence, if not like a solid 3-minute answer, because I really care about these people. And I think that it's just, I don't know, important to show how much you care, and I've really been trying to do that since I became an Alpha Gam, especially through my conversation with my sister. I don't necessarily know that being an Alpha Gam has changed me in a way that I'm doing something differently than what I was before, but it's helped me become a better version of what I was trying to do in the first place. And so I already had a lot of these values and these standards that I knew I cared about, and having 29 other women around me that have the same values is helping me live by them even more than I ever did. One thing that I've learned since becoming an Alpha Gam is a little bit more about what my management and leadership style is. As the colony president, I've had, to a certain extent, like a real charge and responsibility to make sure some things get done and that they happen, but also not to be bossy with all these new people who I don't know, or ideally not to be bossy and ideally not to take the wrong approach and to learn all of their leadership styles. I realize it's just so important to know how other people around you work. And so that's something that I've really expanded my knowledge of through being the leader of the colony, but also taking advantage of other people's leadership styles and how they can have a huge role even without the main title. I think it is amazing that Alpha Gamma Delta will have a chapter at Boise State University. We will be the third sorority on campus with, we already know, more to come. And we are really going to be a part of something huge at Boise State. We're in such a transitionary phase that Alpha Gam is really going to have the opportunity to be part of it and to be a part of really helping create our Greek community and make it into something that's really positive, really impactful on the university and impactful on the community as a whole. Alpha Gam for life!
I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our
I'm Sheila Schmidt, and I'm a freshman here at Boise State University. An interesting fact about myself would probably have to be the fact that I hate Oreos. I couldn't justify it, but it's probably that little filling, because I can eat the cookies and cream ice cream, but I just don't do Oreos. I don't know why. My favorite line of the purpose is to possess high ideals and attain somewhat unto them. I feel like that line of the purpose just states so much of what the values are of the women and myself in this organization. There's so many different areas you can apply that to. I know I personally apply it to everything that I do in my life, whether it be in academics, in other organizations, in Alpha Gamma Delta, with my family, friends, in the community all over the place.
beside you.
I felt like this is somewhere I could make a difference. This is somewhere where I could find a purpose and I could make a difference. And it just clicked. I knew that I fit here and that there's no other place that I needed to be except for in Alabama Delta. I'm able to depend on them. If I need somebody to talk to, they're there. If I need somebody to eat lunch with, they're there. They brighten my day. I definitely learned what it takes to be a leader, more specifically how it is to work with people when you have a different leadership style. It's difficult when you throw a bunch of women into a room and you start giving them these tasks and you're not sure where you're going to go. So it's hard to, especially when you have a lot of leaders that are natural leaders in your organization, it's hard to adapt and try and work with them. And I learned how to do that quite well, I'd like to say. I'm so excited. Right now I feel as though we already are a member, but once we're initiated, it's like, it's final. It's complete final. It's the rest of my life is outlined. I will forever be an Alpha Gamma Delta, and that is just the most exciting thing. I cannot wait for initiation. I recently attended a Greek leadership conference that was meant to kind of gauge the level of community that we have already, and it was such a positive thing, and I think being here, this is the perfect time. My favorite quote is actually on this board behind me. One of my sisters had brought this to my attention, and it says, "These letters don't make me better than you, they make me better than I used to be." And I think that could not be truer. That is like the motto of most of our women. It's just like, we wouldn't trade this experience for the world.
Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brains. I knew I wouldn't forget you, and so I went and let you blow my mind. Your sweet moonbeam.
My name is Ingrid Evers, and I am a sophomore. Next semester I will be a junior. That I wear a size 3 in children's shoes, or I can. Don't always. My favorite line of purpose would be to attain high ideals and attain somewhat unto them, because I'm a perfectionist. Like when I'm writing this paper, I will sit there and reword the entire sentence until it absolutely doesn't make any sense. But it has to be perfect. Because in order to be a perfectionist, you have to have, high standards. And I don't always have perfectionist, but in most things, especially in school. Especially because I have to maintain a high GPA to get into law school. Yes, I received less sleep than I ever have, even when I was in the military. But I enjoy it. I'm Sarah Tavisha, and I'm a sophomore here at Boise State. I'm a political science and French double major. An interesting fact about me, I'm in ASBSU right now, and my last name is Russian. It's pretty cool. I joined the Alpha Gamma Delta because I really wanted to make new friends, because I don't really have a lot of time to do other things, so it's really cool to have to hang out with other girls and have to do things, because I really want to make lifelong friendships while I'm here, because I
my mom has her best friend from college is still best friends with her, if that makes sense. So I was like, I really want something like that. And I think that's why the line in the purpose about to cherish friendship and with the chosen few or said something like that is really important to me, because I really want to have friends like that. And I joined Alpha Gamma Delta because of that, but I also joined because of the 4 lines of the purpose: philanthropy, scholarship, sisterhood, and leadership. Because I really value leadership, and I feel like this is actually giving me a chance to show my leadership skills and strengthen them and all that. I really learned a lot from the 9 Greek Life EDU. That, I don't remember what it's called. But it was really interesting to figure out what hazing was exactly, and like how to prevent getting drunk, I guess, or all that kind of stuff. That was really cool. And I wouldn't say I necessarily learned a lot, but I mean, I've learned a lot about accepting other people that I didn't think I was really going to like in the beginning, but when you hang out with them enough and they start to become your family, it's like you really accept them, and it's a lot different.